Hello, today we will discuss Kolmogorov test, Kolmogorov-Smirnov test, and Bill Coxon signed rank test for paired observations. These three topics we will discuss, and these three topics are very simple to understand. Okay, now first of all we will discuss Kolmogorov test. What is the Kolmogorov test? And after that we will discuss Kolmogorov-Smirnov test. This test is used to test whether the two samples may be regarded as being drawn from the same population. Means they are taken from the same population. Means two samples comes from the same populations. For the one sample test, let H naught specifies a continuous distribution function fx, okay, capital Fx, for the same variate x, and let fn x is equal to summation xi less or equal to x and bracket fi upon n, and let it be equation number 1. So we have here defined continuous distribution function of fn x is equal to summation fi upon n, where fi is the observed cumulative relative frequency. Okay, fi is the observed cumulative relative frequency. If h naught is true, means two samples come from the same population, then fn x will be a good approximation to fx if n is small. Okay, means fn x will be a good approximation to fx if n is small, while if n is large, then fn x will be better than fx. Note this point: if n is large, then fn x will be better than fx. The test statistic is dn is equal to LUB, least upper bound of mod value of fn x minus fx, and let it be equation number 2. Understand this point: dn is equal to least upper bound of mod value of fn x minus fx, where LUB refers to the least upper bound of the absolute differences between fn x and fx for all x. The distribution of dn, okay, the distribution of dn is independent of fx. Kolmogorov proved that for any given lambda greater than 0, probability that dn multiplied by under root n, and this is greater or equal to lambda, and this is denoted as q lambda. Okay, means distribution of dn is independent of fx, then Kolmogorov proved that for any given lambda greater than 0, probability dn into under root n greater or equal to lambda is equal to q lambda. And let it be question number 3, where q lambda is summation k is equal to minus infinitive to plus infinitive, and in bracket minus 1 की power k into e की power minus 2k square lambda square, and this is equal to 1 minus 2 summation I is equal to 1 to infinitive, okay, minus 1 की power I minus 1 into e की power minus 2i square lambda square. So here we see that q lambda may be expressed as 1 minus 2 summation 1 minus 1 की power I minus 1 into e की power minus 2i square lambda square, and let it be question number 4. Okay, the value of q lambda for some value lambda is taken from Smirnov table for q lambda, and Smirnov table are given in your book. Okay, you can have Smirnov table. So then this is your Kolmogorov test. Now we will discuss Kolmogorov-Smirnov test. This test is used to test the agreement between two sets of observed values. Okay, this test is used to test the agreement between two sets of observed values. A null hypothesis is that two samples of sizes n1 and n2 come from the population with the same distribution function fx. Okay, two samples come from the populations with the same distribution function fx, and the test statistics is dn1 n2 is equal to LUB, least upper bound of mod value of Sn1x Sn2x. Okay, so dnn is equal to least upper bound mod value of Sn1x minus Sn2x, and let it be question number 1, where LUB refers to the maximum difference between Sn1x and Sn2x for all x. Smirnov proved that if lambda is less than 0, okay, if lambda is less than 0, then limit n1 upon n2 which tends to infinity, probability that dn1 n2 into capital N की power 1 by 2 greater or equal to lambda, and this is your equal to q lambda. Okay, limit n1 by n2 tends to infinity, probability that dn1 n2 into capital N की power 1 by 2 is greater or equal to lambda, and this value is equal to q lambda. And let it be question number 2, where q lambda is defined is the same as defined in the Kolmogorov test. Okay, and n, capital N is equal to n1 n2 upon n1 plus n2, and n1 and n2 both tends to infinity in such a way that the ratio n1 upon n2 is finite. Okay, a table of critical values for the probabilities that d less or equal to k by n for the case n1 is equal to n2 has been prepared by Massey. Massey spelling is that Massey, and this is given in table in your book. The null hypothesis is rejected at significance level alpha if for samples of size n the maximum difference, okay, the maximum difference between the cumulative frequencies for any x, note this one, the maximum difference between the cumulative frequencies for any x is k or more than k. Okay, now we will discuss Wilcoxon signed rank test for paired observations. This test is also very simple, like the sign test. Okay, this test can be used when observations are obtained in matched pair. Okay, the hypothesis is which is to be tested is that the differences between observations, okay, the differences between observations are symmetrically distributed with mean 0. That means mu is equal to 0. The null hypothesis is one of mu greater than 0, mu less than 0, or mod value of mu greater than 0. Okay. The two n subjects are divided into n pairs. Okay, two n subjects are divided into n pairs. The two members of each pair being matched as nearly as possible, and in each pair the choice of which member receives experimental condition A is made at random. Okay, the observed differences between the score under treatment A and the score under treatment B, this treatment are nothing but the different conditions in the pair, will be denoted by di, and this is equal to x1i minus x2i. Okay, di is equal to x1i minus x2i, and let it be question number your 1, where x1 refers to A and x2 refers to B. Now they are ranked. Okay, we first of all find the differences, and now they are ranked in increasing order, and the sum of the ranks is computed for all the differences of like sign. Okay, note this point, the sum of the ranks is computed for all the differences of like sign. Under the null hypothesis, the two that is positive and negative ranks, the two negative ranks, not negative but two ranks, sums should be equal. Okay, if the positive ranks sum is smaller and is equal to or less than the value given for the approximate n value table, for the approximate n in table, then the null hypothesis is rejected at the corresponding level of size of significance alpha, of significance alpha in favor of the alternative hypothesis that mu is greater than 0. Similarly, if the negative ranks sums is the smaller, then alternative hypothesis will be that mu is less than 0. Now, if a two-tailed test is required, okay, then the alternative being that mod of mu is equal to 0. The given level of significance should be doubted. Now, here is some notable point. Note this point. If more than 25 pairs are involved, that means if n is greater than 25, then t, that is the absolute value of the smaller rank sum, absolute value of the smaller rank sum is approximately normally distributed, okay, with mu t is equal to n plus 1 upon 4, let it be equation number 2, and sigma t is equal to under root n plus 1 2n plus 1 upon 24, and let it be equation number 3. So this is your Kolmogorov Wilcoxon signed rank test for paired observations, and there are some examples related to these topics, and that will be discussed in the next lecture. So this is all about of today class. Thank you.